Welcome to my kindergarten classroom, all about learning centers. The text for my kindergarten dramatic play center is theater for kindergartners. Knowledge and skills, foundation, inquiry, and understanding. The students develops concepts about human relationships and the environment using elements of drama and connection of theater. The student is exhibited to develop self-awareness through dramatic play. Milestones: social and emotional milestones, language milestones, physical milestones. Centers are DAP appropriate. The center fits in with DAP because it promotes young children's optimal learning and development. Also follows the three core of DAP with being age appropriate to the age and learning process, knowing about child development and learning, knowing what is individually appropriate, and knowing what is culturally important. What my centers are about. Well, overall, my center dramatic play is about learning different things such as playing store, or you can have something like a construction center type, a baking. There's many different centers children can learn about. My centers are set up for everyone to get a chance at hands-on activities and play. Students love being active and playing. Why not turn it into a chance to learn? You have many students that just come in and sit at a desk and learn repetitive over and over. But you have the chance to set up centers and actually learn, teach, and organize and watch your students adapt and get along with one another. If your students have to sit at a desk, read out of books, only listen to you talk about repetitive things such as simple things learning the ABCs, they're going to become bored, antsy, and not follow directions or even learn. Students don't want to sit at a desk all day when there's hands-on things they can do. You have to think about it. If you were a student and even as an adult, do you want to sit down all day in one spot to learn? How much are you actually getting? My first center with dramatic play, I decided to do a store. A simple store that, of course, every student knows about. HEB, it could be Kroger's, Randall's, or even the name of the teacher store. Just a few objects and items. You will need a cashier, of course, grocery basket, and students will flock to this center and they'll learn, engage in this hands-on learning, and the teacher can observe the students while they're doing this. And it also gives the teacher a chance to work individually, one-on-one, with students that need a little more help. And also you can pull in groups to work on other things in the classroom. Reading learning centers. Reading is important. Students can go at their own pace. Many students learn by looking at pictures. The center can be used individual and as an entire class. It can be used as read time or one-on-one or as a group, and everybody can go at their own pace. So sometimes you have that gifted student that likes to read bigger chapter books, or you have the ones at a lower pace. They like to look at the pictures and gradually learn as they grow. This center can be great for anyone. Also, the students can come together as a class and read at story time. Overall, I was only supposed to do one learning center, but I love learning centers and I think it's a great idea in classrooms. So I became interested in many learning centers, specifically technology. Now, working with other kids inside classrooms today, I know children love technology. So that's why I did the technology in a classroom, which it could be a computer center, which children love. This will help them keep up with math, reading, different projects. Some children don't have computers at home, so this can be a great way to do reports or any type of work that you need them to do with a little extra help. Also, this can be used for children with disabilities. They can listen to storybooks. Also, they can talk to the computer and let the computer do the writing for them. Well, I just love the idea of a writing center, so I chose this backdrop for a writing center. Writing is very important. It develops the students as they grow, as they get older. A lot of students don't like to write, but if you make it interesting and give them a topic to write about and show them the right procedures to write, then it can be very beneficial to each and every student. And it works on their writing skills. This will be my classroom setup with different centers. Centers can greatly help your classroom. They are interested in aid in large groups of students. Sometimes you go inside of a kindergarten or pre-K classroom and it's 24, maybe almost 30 children. And maybe sometimes they have one aide to two aides. But this can be very stressful because we all know pre-K kindergarten students can be very energetic. But once you design your centers and design your classroom, you will have hands-on activities for everyone to do. And it will excite the children to see how colorful and energetic everything is. And you can walk around and admire and look at everyone do individual work at their tables and centers. This is an example how my class would be. You will have circle time, dramatic play area, block area. Depending on what class you really teach is depending on what your classroom will look like. I'm striving to be either special needs or kindergarten classroom. So if you do a special needs classroom, more than likely you will have a classroom with a bathroom and everything the student needs for special needs will be in the classroom already. But this can also be set up as a kindergarten classroom. You have your teacher's desk, a science area, manipulative area, the computer area, and also in the middle is where you can set up your desk depending on how many students you have. If you have special needs, sometimes it's no more than maybe 6 or less than that. Um, and as far as kindergarten, this will be excellent for kindergarten because it has the dramatic play, block areas, early learning for the children. Also, the arts area, the sand and water. Sometimes you don't want the water inside of the classroom because it can create a mess, but the sand or clay will be a good idea.